Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, and I thank the honourable member for this question. This is one piece of gadget that really excites us, and of course, it really helps us a lot in the work that we undertake at the NDMO office, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, the new emerging technology on drones are being used worldwide in the areas of humanitarian response and rapid situational assessment. We are thankful to the Australian government and New Zealand for providing us with 2 drones. The type that we have are the multi-roto drones. In terms of how it's being utilized in terms of assessments during disasters, Mr. Speaker, sir, one is on aerial surveys and assessments. Although we all have fixed wing aircrafts that help us, or rotary wing aircrafts that help us in this as well. But of course, we are glad that this is also available to the ministry to complement the work undertaken by other capabilities that are usually provided to us through assistance. We first used this aerial assessment in Nambukelewira, Mr. Speaker, sir, during the landslide, and it allowed us to capture the hard-to-access areas, considering the safety of our people as well. And this was also used during the assessment in 2019 in Rombuta, the Rombuta landslide up in Navosa. 2 is on damage assessments, Mr. Speaker, sir, during Tropical Sarai, Cyclone Sarai, post-Tropical Cyclone Sarai in December 2019 in Kandavu. We also utilized this, and we found out that drones really accelerate the situation assessment, information sharing, prioritization, decision making, and of course it's very cost effective as well, Mr. Speaker, sir. Also, with the use of photogrammetry software, our geospatial team are able to do risk assessments and disaster preparedness. What they do, Mr. Speaker, sir, is with the software, they analyze the elevation and generate 3D models, and we are now able to demarcate areas within communities that are exposed to coastal inundation. A few villages in Wonolevu were affected in Kia and most of the coastal villages, and we deployed this in Wonolevu, and we should be able, in terms of risk reduction and preparedness, be able to provide some information to our coastal communities in advance. I did mention yesterday about the training that we do in local communities, particularly with the disaster risk management trainings. And recently, with the trainings that were conducted in 2020, particularly in the province of Televu and in Rotuma, the drones were used to map the evacuation routes for the communities, so that they can easily identify routes that are safe for them, should there be a need for them to use it. Because we have found out, Mr. Speaker, sir, that drones and the data manipulation, through data manipulation, we are able to scientifically prove why a route is safe for evacuation. And lastly, Mr. Speaker, sir, on the safe alternative to use information is captured in real time during situations where our personnel may be exposed to risk. Most recently, in the Korosomo slip in Maduata, while the area is still heavily soaked and there were more risks further landslides. All that we had to do was fly the drone into the area because it was unsafe for the team to move close. So that very briefly, Mr. Speaker, sir, as I stated, it's a good piece of equipment to have, and with the expertise that we have, and of course with the technical training, we should be able to do more and utilize better too if the needs do arise, and of course help us as well in terms of our disaster preparations. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I thank the Honourable